situation. But due to the rain, I also can't have a shit ton of this stuff out on the ground because it'll like cause my game to chunk a little bit. So I do have to be kind of careful with that. But I'm also out here doing a lot of like manually harvesting and stuff because even though most of the time I can casually just let them do whatever, this is more of an emergency situation, which is actually when I will manage my colony. Because otherwise, they'll just get out here and they'll do shit at their, like, allotted time and their allotted skill, right? So I usually don't have to worry. They'll normally just do this eventually, but our food is still not quite 100% out of critical. So if I've got people available in the area that I can use, I'm gonna use them, you know? Is it mantis or is it merino? If I thought it was, yeah, merino. Come with me, love. Say hey, Ray. Welcome back. I see you peeking, Keelon. I see you looking. Was it Locastic RimWorld? I mean, look, I'm playing on Phoebe Chillax and Colony Builder, right? So most of the time I don't come into contact with like the non-stop near colony like ending events, but it can sneak up on you. Like for the moment I have like 80 something people have the plague right now. Hold on. I have got, yeah, plague. 81 colonists have the plague right now. So there's 81 people in my colony that literally can't like do most things, or in pain, or like need attending to and stuff. So like, you know, my hospitals are pretty full at the moment, and I just gotta kind of hope that I don't have many originals in here. There'll also be a few people that are probably back in like the actual beds and shit. Like I think the only original we've got that I know of is Nick. And I don't have a Resurrector Mech serum or a healing serum. Hold on, we got this. Oh no, that's the other chimpanzee. That's fine. Now we've got Nick's the only original that I am concerned about her being sick. Because if she dies, I don't have anything to bring her back. Also, it looks like OG Jet and Onesan's in here too, but Jet looks like they're just injured, and Onesan's got the plague as well, so she's in here. I didn't see the inner ring before. Hold on, I was looking at like names on the outside. Got Grim. Grim is up in here. Also, if people are bonded to animals, it could be a really big issue. Seahorse is in here too. She's got the plague. So we've got like 3 originals, give or take, 3-4 originals, which is not ideal. But yeah, they're people that actively can't be doing stuff out in the field and shit at the moment. So yeah, that's not super helpful at like the end of summer. It's like the 15th of August. So, I mean, it's basically at the end of summer. And when we get into like the next month, I'm going to have to cull off like an amount of animals so that we reduce the amount of like animals that are potentially going to miscarriage due to like less food and stuff. It'll also give us just a brief boost of additional food for like one more growing season kind of thing. And like everything's going to slow down, but we'll see what we can do kind of thing. Young mate, I know you do other shit. Yeah, you don't do plants. None of the people over this way will probably do plants. Pumpkin does. What about Rat? Rat does do plants. Come with me, Rat. But yeah, in every location I've had, I've tried to add something to enhance like what they've got. Like in this location, I want to add armor. I want to add armor. Last location we added, everybody has a weapon. So when we came here, I changed their clothing rules so that there's only like 40 people left that have got tattered apparel, because they're only allowed to wear clothing that's like, I think 40% or above at this point. People are harvesting that one. I'll leave that alone. So yeah, they happen to all drop their armor and shit because it would have been whatever they were wearing when I first got them and stuff. So that is a bit of a issue, because if we get attacked, people really only got like a helmet and a gun for the most part. That I can guarantee everybody's got at least a helmet and a weapon of some capacity. But we don't have like chest armor or anything, which means people can be shot dead pretty reasonably easily, and that won't be ideal. But Also, I need to call for the other trader too, because it's been more than a day. Who's in the area? Tofu could probably make the call. Maybe. Oh no, there's Corpsey. Hold on. Mate, Corpsey, when you're done with that, can I get you to call them? Get you to give them a call. That way we can get in another trader. I want to trade some wood for food if they're willing. So I'm trying to trade with, like, you know, the more primitive tribes and get them, like, traded up and shit. Plus the animals that are coming back are going to be probably in this bottom pen, so this is going to get ripped through pretty quickly. Although we're going to get a lot of yaks get culled when they come back, because all the yaks that are bred, their offspring shouldn't have been culled too much. Any of the offspring that's reached like adulthood should have replenished whatever they took out. So I don't think it's been that long, but I'm just saying, like, we'll cull off some of the yaks because this bottom area seems to be struggling. Whereas I think I've got dromedaries up here. I don't know what the difference is, why they allow like the dromedaries in the two areas, but then other shit they're not okay with. But I haven't really dealt with like multiple pens before. But I'm also like learning how to use like the hydroponics against cold and adapting to like the colder climate. This is why we're slowly moving up the world. Because if I was to move from like where we last were, which was here, if I moved from there and I moved like say up in here immediately, we'd get snow for probably, I'd gather, maybe 2 months of the year, and we just wouldn't make enough food for that, right? Every time we move, we need like around about 50 grand surplus of food of some kind to be able to like manage the caravans and the transport pods and stuff. Again, also transport pods require fuel. We do have a lot of boomalopes now, but I am also using the fuel as like electricity and crap. So yeah, that is also balancing it out. Who's having a birthday? Ray Wolfen's had a birthday. They're turning 53 and they have a bad back. Righto. I can't do too much about that. And I've got one prisoner coming in soon, so they've already built in here. I might have time before my caravan arrives to be able to move some of the shit down. I want that reinstalled there. Who's in the area that doesn't have the plague that I'm aware of? You could get your ass in. I know Luxembourg's working on that one. Gosha's working on that. Burrow's working on that. They'll be in here in like a minute, if that's the case. Because I don't have anything else going on construction at the moment. As soon as I tick something, they're out here. I also probably need to maybe hold on to a few more sheep, because the production of floors has slowed right down. The carpet flooring. There's a lot of like spare spots up here that's like not, you know, been made yet, but this is fine. What's that? Deep drills exhausted. Good. These will be let's lift those up. I want these sent back into base. I saw some other ones that were also Dunskies as well. I guess I gotta have a quick look. Look off that so I can see my shit better. This group down here we're done. Not that one. I want these three, if I can, to uplift. I could put them over there because I was only using like 3 spots, but I will have to probably put prop spots back into there. Lobsters out here with animals. Camber, Dali, Gizan, Amia. You can do animals, can't you? Plants. Yeah, you can do 6 on a plants. You're cooking survival meals. But instead of doing that, it is critical that people are cooking meals, but it's just as critical that I grab people that can come out here and harvest, because I have, like, as I said, like 30-50 people that can do cooking. I have 30-50 people that can do like harvesting and shit. So if I just grab one person that happens to overlap with a cook, it's fine. They'll find somebody else to go and cook said meal, you know. Plus, if she's only like about a level 6 on a meal, she's hogging a bench that somebody with a little bit more skill could possibly be making something more. I also see a squirrel up here that needs to probably get culled. There's a couple more of those I need to pull off. Looking for things that I should find somebody closer to this. I'm looking for stuff that I can harvest. I'm pretty sure Weeks has got skills. Yeah, plants is a 6. She's fine. Any of the originals should be able to do something. No, these aren't fully at like 100, but by the time she gets up here, some of them might be. And yeah, if they could possibly cut down the trees before winter, that would be great too. Whoops, I accidentally reset your... Well, you're definitely going to be getting those top ones at closer to 100%. I'll tell you that much if that's the case. Yeah, I have like a shit ton of trees and stuff. They can get out here and they can harvest it, you know. They'll replenish whatever. When we don't have crops, when the crop starts dying off because winter, it will start becoming more available. What the hell is that you're building? Oh, it's a tile of the floor. Yeah, righto. Hill chicken. Chicken's doing planting. I'll get you out here doing some stuff too, because there's also like medical bushes and stuff. We should be capped for making medicine at the moment if we're capped on cloth or wool or whatever. Because they're directly linked to each other. So we've got like 600. So we've dropped like 200 medicine, which means that I do have to probably put an internal hydroponic room. One of them has to have at least a cotton bay growing so that we don't completely deplete of medicine before winter, because that's the last fucking thing we need to have happen. So if this is all getting replanted, that one's getting actively replanted. This bay here, can we change this over to cotton, please? Because it looks like it's got to get harvested, and same with that one, looks like it's got to get harvested. Get 2 new cotton rows in here if I can. And I don't know what else in here is like harvestable yet, but they'll be fine. So they're doing all right. How are you guys doing in hospital, Anessa? Plague minor, you can't tend to yourself. Most of my gardeners I notice are in here. My gardeners and cooks. Too fucking shay. Friggin' Phoebe Chillax. Way to go. Okay. We also probably want all of these things turned off too. If I don't think I can click that from there. Hold on, is there another one I can see on the map? I need to find one that I can actually like click on cleanly to be able to get it. There's a lot of names in that pile. I think those are them there. I need all of these to be toggled no refueling, because I do have them in some places. I've got the ones that were down here, we're good. And we're going to have to start up heaters soon. So this is still too cold. I don't know what's going on with this room, but it is... I thought we had all the doors set to open. Can you hold that open? Tyran, mate. You're coming around here. And after you do that, can I get you to... Is there anything I can get you to like briefly do in here? You can't work on that because you don't have limestone blocks. That's fair. I don't think we've mined limestone for a bit. It's not too critical. Inspired creativity. You're in hospital, love. You ain't doing much there. Alright, let's get... I should be okay to take down everything by about 10. I just gotta be careful with what I'm picking up. Yeah. So take it down by another 10. I'm gonna be wanting to turn off all these air conditioners soon. Hopefully we've got them all the same. That one's gone down by too many. Hold on. I might be going in the wrong fucking direction with this. Hold on. Yeah, I think I'm going in reverse. Hold up a sec. Get you lot again. Let's go up to about 11, I think is what we want. And this section up here. Some of them are not quite right. Hold on. Take it up by more. 11. This one's wrong. This one needs to go up to 11. This one's on 11. This one's on 1. This is how we get inconsistent temperatures in here. That one's a 1. This is why I'm checking this shit now, because soon it will be winter and it will be very, very cold for them. Those are on 11, but they're turned off. I gotta be careful with this corner because we don't accidentally want to grab the kitchen. To turn everything up, that's gone up to 1. No, hold on a second. There's a couple in there that's 1 and there's a couple in there that's 11. So take you up to your 11, your 11. Take you up You're good. You're good. 11. You're a 1. Thought one of them was off by it. Exhaustion? Yeah, I'm not really surprised. Farrell's always exhausted. He'd be right. He's just... He can't move around very fast. These are at 1. Let's see if we can grab without getting the kitchen. Grab all of them. Toss them up by 1. Yep, they're all good, I think. Grab all these bottom ones as well. They're good. That one didn't look like that was good. Looked like that was... Oh no, it's 11. Alright, that's fine. Get you 3, bring yours up by 1. They're all 11. Okay. I know 11 degrees is still very cold, but I'll be turning them off soon anyway. All the other air conditioners should be fine, except for the kitchen, which does need to still stay cold. So, what do we got outside? It's like 30 degrees outside, 11 indoors. I kind of don't want it to be like that cold, but it is also somewhat difficult to get this place without accidentally grabbing air conditioners from, like, if I can just click off that for a second. I need to be able to make sure I'm not accidentally getting the kitchen. Take it up by another 10. That looks like they're all the same. Let's leave the kitchen alone if I can. Yep. I'll have to get the ones in the middle individually. They're all looking like they're 21. So we missed this one, this one. I'm not sure about those two. I know we missed that air conditioner and we missed maybe that air conditioner. They're very close to that area. Yeah, they're all good. What about this one? This one's on 21. That one's on 21. Okay, so all the rooms should be on about 21, and I haven't adjusted the kitchen. So here's hoping that works for them. Because I don't want it to be too cold. I also don't want it to be like... I need basically the rooms to not be like that level of green, but I need it to somewhere be like between this sort of ish color, where it's like a little bit lighter on the inside kind of thing, but not that blue. But the kitchen can stay that way for the moment. Kitchen's fine. Like, if my stuff in there is not expiring, great. They're all still making components. We've got like 100 odd spare components now, which is neat, because it means everything should be fixed and working. And I could probably start back up the EMP production, but I don't want to start that up too soon. I'd rather wait till closer to maybe winter, and then we'll start up on the EMP stuff. I don't think we have a limit on normal components. We do on advanced components, and advanced components are also needed as well. So I have a lot of panthers in here right now. Like, I feel like, look at this, I've got like 31 panthers in the kitchen right now. There's a suspiciously large number of big cats roaming around my kitchen. Story checks out. Like, we all know that, you know, most people's cats like hang around in their kitchen and stuff. My cats are actually pretty okay. They kind of like don't really like go into the kitchen and stuff. You're feeding somebody a simple meal. I'll get you to clean this afterwards. But yeah, the fact that they're in here means that this area is getting dirty again, so I will have to clean it. I think they're coming in to like snack on shit, which, speaking of, there will be things to hunt. We'll go hunt, and we got visitors. A panda and hyena and all that sort of stuff. Bat. I reckon if I got a bat, I would probably just consider them to be queues, like colonists. I don't have a single bat character, honestly, but I think a bat would be fine for Q. Because I don't think I'll get Q, and I don't think I'll get Kuro either. So there's like some variations of stuff. Like, I got gorilla for a waiver. Because a waiver likes gorillas and shit. I would like to trade, yes, if only I had money for trading. Because we do not. You also have the fucking polar bears as well. I have ambrosia. You can have ambrosia, that's like 30 odd bucks. I could sell them what little medicine we have in this thing, because like I didn't get a chance to like harvest any. I don't want that much. We cannot afford that much. Oh, we can afford a few days worth of food. It's not going to be nutritionally great. They'll do. They'll do it. They'll give us like a little speck of food. It's not going to feed us much. Probably they're going to give it to the animals more than anything. But yeah, do that, move on. When I went out initially, we had stuff, I feel like, to trade, and nobody wanted to trade with us. I also had the option to send a transport pod because we have got transport pods, but I never stocked them up with anything because we've been busy with like trying to get the food as best we can. Also, we had these deep drills up here, which were all done. To need them to bring back in. The only reason why I want them to bring them back in instead of manually moving them, my colonists are much more likely to actually just uninstall them. And when they're back on the pile, like down here, I can then grab them and then go install them like elsewhere. I know it sounds like a bit of a extra steps kind of deal, but it is something that it seems to work. So for efficiency's sake, I'm absolutely down for that. So yeah, I'd rather them just do what they're going to do efficiently instead of trying to tell them, hey, move this specific one that's installed here and go install it over X location, because I know that they're not going to do that. What's that? That's jade. We'll go and we'll mine that individually. Also any like solid stuff that I'm bringing up that I'm not actively using, like for instance jade or gold. Obviously, well, gold I am using, but like anything else like jade, I will probably just trade with an ally or something like that. What is this pile? This is steel. I could be over here. How many of these are being used? That's used, that one's not. I'll have a few more coming down to fill up what I'm moving if I can. There we go. All right, neat. So that's going to put everything where we've got stuff at the moment. There are like extra ones over here, but like I said, like if I were to allocate them, there's a good chance they won't probably get put where I want them to be. And I have to move this shit to get in here. What is this? Plasteel. One of these was gold somewhere. I just don't know where it was. This is steel. This is steel here too. I can't quite reach it from that spot. I can if I bring it up just a tiny bit, so I'll put that there. I was trying not to install too many in the area because then I can't grow food on that specific dot. But it doesn't seem to have like removed the dot like it used to, so I don't have to put it back. They should just replant it. Also, if my people are available to go replant this would be great, but I feel like they don't come down here very often. I feel like because I've got most of my growers up here, they don't visit the bottom half of my map, which kind of sucks. But this is fine. Let's see if I can grab some more stuff, because a lot of things are ready to harvest. Like down here, I see cheddar and I see tro and deadlift. Good on you, deadlift. Love to see you doing some shit in the base. Always a good day when one of my colonists that don't do a lot is doing shit, you know? I'll get you to do a couple of rows of this, bring them in, because I only really have like the guinea pigs and some wild animals in this area. Deadlift mate, I'm gonna get you to come back. Actually, no, there's corn to harvest. So I'll get you on corn, because corn takes a while to get like replanted and shit. So I'll get you on that. Cheddar. After you've done watching television, I guess you can come back down. You can come back down and help with the rest of the berries. The reason why I like getting this area outside is a lot of my animals can't get to it. So once it's harvested, as long as they bring it in before it obviously rots, it has time for them to like catch back up. Plus I also do get like, as you can see, my little panthers are coming down to collect things. So again, not really an issue. Like it's gonna bring up some stuff so that we don't have to come and manually bring that up. I also think Takuma might be able to do, you can't do plants, you do animals. It's fine. I know I click on Takuma like a fair bit because I'm normally looking for some specific thing and it's either animals or this. I kind of wouldn't mind culling off a few more animals like now. It's like the last day of summer. And we've got somebody else has the flu. Campbell's got the flu. Have you got the flu and the plague, mate? No, you just got the flu. I kind of would rather if you could go... I know that the hospital's not the best place to be right now. Hold on, we've got a hospital on the bottom half of the map. It is full, which means that I have colonists in their beds. Go rest up in there if you can. There's a good chance I've got people that are resting in their actual beds. I'll have to check during the daytime to see who's going where. Oh, Engo's up in that one. Some of them would be going off to bed now. So this is a bit of a... It's a little bit hard to tell if they have thing. Why are you sleeping down here, mate? I thought you were in a relationship. Hang on a sec. I know, chimpanzee's not in a relationship. Alright. Oh, you got a divorce. That's what happened. Hey, Waver. What are you up to? Can I play the piano? I mean, I'm not trained for it. I can sit down and like press keys and make pretty sounds, technically. I did used to like doing that on like my lunch break at school because they'd leave the school piano unattended, usually over lunch. And if you play it like nice enough sounding, they normally leave you alone. So I guess I did all right. But no, I have never like learnt how to play piano or anything like that. But I did kind of like the sounds that it made. Same with like when you go into like open house, like display homes and stuff like that, they sometimes have like a piano as well. So yeah, if I was left unattended, I might be at the piano. I know how to play like a few songs. No, I don't know how to. I don't know the keys in relation to sheet music for piano. No, I barely know the strings for like the keys of like fucking violin, and even then I was like half winging it as a kid. But yeah, no, I can't play any songs and shit on that. I would just sit there and just press buttons that kind of sound nice in a pattern kind of thing. That's what I would do. But never learnt it. I'm not too sure why, but my parents were very particular about like what instruments I could and couldn't learn, because I wanted to learn drums was what I was interested in when I was in high school, when they're like, oh, you're going to have to pick an instrument because like learning an instrument's mandatory in the high school I went to. But whatever the instrument was, you either had to be able to rent it at the school or you had to be able to like purchase it yourself. And obviously like I could rent a violin from school. It was one of those things where it's like you don't get to take it home unless like you fill out like special provision forms and stuff like that. Dorsey, no. Hold on, are you dying from plague? We're not having you die from plague, mate. We'll have to take you back. We'll take you back a couple. We'll see if I can get somebody to come and tend you. If they're going to die from the plague, we're going to roll back to before the plague happened and see what the game wants to give me alternatively, which means everything I've done in like possibly the last half an hour will be wiped. We'll see what the game wants to give me instead, which also means a couple of people that have got like other sick may not necessarily have a problem. Where the fuck is Dorsey? Because that was acting like you were up in here. Where are you? Hold on. I gotta figure out where the fuck he is, because there he is. I don't think Dorsey is like an original, but at the same time I can see it taking out like individuals. Hold on. You were not an original. I will take us back to closer to that time. I was thinking of Dodsworth, or Dawsbury or something like that. We've got one that's very close to the name. The drums are amazing, but they're too loud and expensive, so the only drumming I could do is on a table. See, around about the time when I wanted to learn drumming, they brought out this like electronic table thingy that basically like you can plug into a headset and you really can't hear the drums getting hit. Also, Huntsman looks like they're upside down with that beard pattern, honestly. So Dorsey, mate, you're Dorsey builder. It's more so that you've been in our colony for a very long time. You've got plague major, 60-odd%. I don't know if I can get somebody to tend to you at your current state. Rabbit's up there tending. Let me see if I can just grab somebody else. They've already been attended to, but I'm just seeing if I can maybe tend to them with something better. Or if it's just a no-go. Let's find out. Because here's the thing. I don't know how many people that Phoebe Chillax is trying to kill actively. There's Dodsworth. That's who I was thinking it was, sorry. Dodsworth, mate, do you do medical? Yeah, you do. Alright, mate, can you come over here and just... No, we don't want to strip Dorsey. I guess we can't attend to them any more than they are. Masterwork talk, oh yeah. But, yeah, around about the time when I was expressing interest in drumming and shit, they were kind of bringing out, like I said, that electronic drumming thing that you could, like, plug in to a headset and stuff, so it wasn't, like, as loud kind of thing. So technically I could have learned